Hey everyone, it's Simone Watson, and I am here to talk about season 1, episode 4 of The Good Doctor, which is the episode that premiered last night. So, as I said last week when I talked about episodes 1 through 3, I am a huge fan of this new TV series, and last night's episode might be my favorite so far, but it's actually hard to say because I love all of them, so it's hard to pick. But yeah, so far episode 3 I think is my least favorite, and episode 4, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's my favorite. So in last night's episode, Sean, our main character, he lost his screwdriver in the beginning of the episode, and he started to look around like everywhere, and um, became really upset that he couldn't find his screwdriver. So he called Dr. Glassman, the guy that is like a father figure to him, sort of. And Dr. Glassman came over, and or either a father figure or like a mentor or something like that. He came over and helped Sean find the screwdriver. But Sean was really um, he was really distraught and like stressed out, and Dr. Glassman was saying like he should sleep better and stuff, or not sleep, but like he should get some rest because he's really stressed out. And so I loved this. I have already mentioned that I really love Freddie Highmore's acting, and I feel that this scene where he was, upset about the screwdriver was just awesome. I am not sure if this screwdriver was given to him by his brother who died, but I think it might have been in the box of tools that also contained the toy scalpel that he carries around. So yeah, I loved his acting in this scene, and I felt that I love that we're learning more about Sean. We're learning more about like what really upsets him, because he's been pretty calm for a lot of the first few episodes. I mean, he's gotten upset before, but not this upset. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like we've like learned a lot about him as a person from this episode. Oh, sorry. Other things happened. One thing that happened is that this young woman who does pornography, she acts in pornography. She came into the hospital, and she had this what's it called? I can't remember. It's like a tumor, but it's not cancerous. But it was in her like genitalia. So they had to remove it, and she was going to possibly lose feeling. But then there was a situation where they were able to take some other nerves and like reconnect them and different things like that. So that ended up being a good situation, and I thought that was cool. Also, the another big thing that was going on in this is that there was a woman who was pregnant, and her baby um, uh, had a tumor, like a really big tumor. And so the Dr. Melendez, who is like the supervisor of Sean, he had to he was gonna go and do surgery to take the baby's tumor out, but it was really risky to the woman. The woman could die, and her husband tried to like object to the surgery. All of these kinds of things, and there are these different obstacles, and I found that to be a really compelling storyline. You know, yeah, it was really compelling, and it was really interesting, and yeah, I love getting to know more about like the other characters as well, not just Sean. But we learned more about Melendez in this episode. We learned more about the woman that Melendez's girlfriend, whose name I can't remember right now, but we learned more about her. We got to see a different side of Hill Harper's character, who I also can't remember right now, but he's the head of the like surgery department, I think. And we got to see a little bit more of his personality. He was nice. Like, he was nicer in this episode than he usually is. He was nicer to Sean, and that was cool. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I really loved this episode, and I feel like I'm having a hard time articulating. Yeah, it just I don't know. I just love it. It was really touching. The story with the woman and the baby, or fetus, as some would say, because the baby was in the fetus stage of development. Um, yeah, it was just, I don't know. The whole thing was just really, really cool. Oh, and it went a little bit into Sean, the way that Sean thinks about like sex and romantic relationships. Didn't go super into that topic, but it introduced that topic to us in a way that is interesting and that I would like to know more about in subsequent episodes. So if you've watched this too, please let me know what you think. And also, okay, the scene, I don't know if I said this last week, but I am like quite convinced that Freddie Highmore is going to win a Golden Globe for this season. And if he doesn't, he should. Like, I think he should. And so please let me know if you agree with this, but the scene where he was upset about the screwdriver really drove that home in my mind. I was like, he needs a Golden Globe. He just, okay, I'm just speechless because of how much I love his acting. Okay, so, yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have any thoughts on this, I would love to hear them in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow.